You can hear me now. Unbelievable. All right, well, I'm going to take them out. I look like a goofball walking around with these in my ear anyways. I'm not going to be able to get the tree. It's I barely get the Wi-Fi here. So, well, I just want to call and say hello to everybody. Hey, just a reminder, there's a silver raffle and a silver giveaway. Go to one of the past videos where it said free silver, I think is the name of the video, and click on that, and it will, in the description of the text, it will tell you what you have to do to win that silver if you're interested. So who knows, maybe silver will jump like Bitcoin to $1,000 by the end of the year. Wouldn't that be great? So, well, I'll show it one more time just in case, but this is the Greenbrier in West Virginia. And I'm not even going to leave this area because every time I do, it tends to get lost. I tried to play the piano, but they have them locked, so they don't let it. But there's a very nice photo of George Washington. It's a very nice bar. I don't think I walked this way. Oh, excuse me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, there's I think like 1,000 people now. That's the chandelier from Gone in the Wind, right there. I don't know if there's a fire here at the fireplace. No fire on this side. But there's the it looks like this. There's no description on that one. That looks like Andrew Jackson. Right. Yep. So, hey, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me now, Trish? Now that I've got the stupid headphones out of my ear, that I guess the Chromebook, something's going on with this thing. But there's actually a casino downstairs if you go down here to the reception. Now this is, they're giving away all these gifts. There's real gifts in this. There's over $1 million worth of presents in this. And they give them away to local kids. Hello, everyone. Yeah, but I probably didn't hear, but there's an outdoor ice rink right over here. And it's probably seen in the other video. I'm not going to go out there, but you can see the lights at the outdoor ice rink. Right here. The building a little bit. It kind of looks like the White House. It's a bunker, 60 feet underneath that, in a concrete bunker. Used during the Cold War, and it was used during the Cold War in case there was a nuclear attack on Washington. Yeah, let me flip this camera. This camera actually, this computer has a flip camera, which is pretty cool. So you can walk around like I was. Just film. Yeah, so I went to Falling Water yesterday. Okay. Yeah, I went to Falling Water yesterday up in Pennsylvania, and I drove down through George Washington National Park. It took me about 4.5, 5 hours to drive through West Virginia. So in the last video, I walked around, and I haven't watched that video yet, so I don't know how much came through, but I just did an overview of the lobby and the grounds. And I tried to go out and watch the lighting of the Christmas tree. There's like a 60 or 80-foot Christmas tree out there that they illuminate, and they have a show out there of Christmas carols, and I was going to try to show that. Is when I go out there. Here. All right, good. All right, so this is George and me. Peace, George. Warming up? Yeah. Are you taking a picture of the fireplace? Oh no. But I'll broadcast you to the world. How's that? There we go. fire. Yeah. So what do you think of this place?
Pretty. We come every year.
Oh, you come here every year?
Christmas.
Oh, this is my first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty. It's beautiful. Where are you from?
New Hampshire.
Okay.
New Hampshire.
We
Yeah.
come a long way. We're just from Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky. I used to live in Kentucky.
What part?
Used to live in Versailles.
Okay. I'm from London, so it's a little bit for an hour and a half from Versailles.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably changed. I was this big when I was about 5 or 6 when we lived there. And
So what brought you here?
well, I came from Falling Waters, and that's the Frank Lloyd Wright House up in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And so driving down to Florida. So I figured I'd stop here,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to go to Nashville next. And then from there, we'll just make a plan.
What part of Florida?
Well, I'll probably cover most of the state.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just do like a ring and then head back north.
So just heading down as a tourist?
Well, I have business along the way as well.
Okay.
So I always like to do both.
Very good.
Yeah.
So,
It's great. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
How big is the Christmas tree? Christmas tree, I think, is at least 60 feet tall, that one out there. Yeah.
Are you live?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing a live stream.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was trying to, because that way my friends and family can see it live.
Okay.
But the Wi-Fi connection doesn't extend out there. It dropped me
Yeah,
twice.
The Wi-Fi's a little sporadic here.
Yeah, it's already dropped me like 3 times. It's probably tied to the NSA and the bunker. Yeah, so what I was saying is there's a bunker underneath the hotel, and the government built it finished it in '62. And if there was a nuclear attack in Washington, they'd move Congress, the Senate, and the House of Representatives out to here. And so I toured the bunker today. Very expensive tour. It's like $38 for a tour of the bunker. So this place is not cheap as far as if you want a glass of, I mean, $40 for a tour. But I was here, so I did it.
That's better.
That's better.
Got cold out there.
So my guess is it's about 60 feet tall, and I saw them putting on the Christmas tree lights when I came. There were a couple people putting them up, and I'm told that there's a show going on out there, but I don't know. Yeah.
You like your shoe?
Hopefully everybody saw the chandelier. Hopefully everybody saw the ice rink that's in the back with all the little kids. It's like their mini Rockefeller. You see Christmas trees here. Before they were handing out cups of tea. So I was having a cup of tea after the tour, which was very nice. Yeah, I would say the cheap room here is probably $200, give or take $50. And I know they have cottages that you can rent. So if you come down with a family, or instead of just a hotel room, you can get a whole house here. So it's very pretty here. There's a lot to do here. There's a springs. There's like a hot spring here that people used to come for health. Oh, you've been here, Trish? Yeah, my sister was saying she was here as well. Yeah, in West Virginia itself. I drove down from Pennsylvania. I cut through Maryland, and then I cut through the George Washington National Forest. Yeah, I slept in a Walmart parking lot last night in Oakland, Maryland. And I woke up, and it was so cold. And my car was just a sheet of, not ice, but frost. And it was a thick frost where, you had to really scrape it off with the ice scraper. So I stopped at McDonald's, got a cup of coffee, and got on the road with the sun and got some beautiful shots, I think. I haven't downloaded them yet. But West Virginia, Pennsylvania, gorgeous driving. And doing it on a Saturday, I expected to see a lot of cars, but there weren't a lot of cars at all. Yeah, I think today's Saturday. I'm pretty sure. Let me check here. Yeah, Saturday. So from here, I'm gonna head down to Nashville, I think, and then I'm gonna No, no frostbite. No frostbite, thank goodness. I was texting you last night, Basha, and then my sister called. After that, just as I was falling asleep, my sister called, and I think I talked to her half asleep, and I had I had about 6 blankets. Some there was my sister and 2 of her kids and I went hiking up in New Hampshire, and we stopped at this restaurant on the way back from the hike, and it was probably September, a couple of years ago, and it got so cold. When the sun went down, they had the heat lamps, but even that was still not enough. So they brought out this place. They what was I saying? Oh, so they brought out these really nice blankets. And my sister like, oh, where did you get these? And she found out, and she actually bought me one of the blankets for that Christmas, which was really, it's so warm. All you need is this one blanket. The first night I was in the car, I just used that one blanket. I slept in the passenger seat. But last night I put the back down and put down the cushions and I put down several blankets underneath, and then I put a down comforter and that blanket on top of me, and I pulled it all the way over so it's formed a dome over me, and it was very warm. But when you have to get out of it, it's very cold. Am I coming to Alabama? I'm hoping to. My sister told me that her son is heading back. I don't know if I'm going to make it down to see him in time. I hope so. I may have to speed up my trip on this part of the trip and get down Alabama before I swing over to Florida. I was hoping to take my time and see a bunch of things because I'd like to see his school. He's a freshman at the University of Alabama. Might as well go down and see it if I can. Here, here's the fire. I'll show the fire again. George Washington. Yeah, his life was basically over when he became president. He worked himself to the bone, and then he went home and died. Yep, sacrificed everything. Yeah, George Washington sacrificed everything for this country. Unbelievable. You know, and unfortunately, here we go. I'm going to get on a tangent, but unfortunately, our political leaders today, they sacrifice nothing. People go into politics to get ahead. They get the golden parachute plan. They get the best medical that we don't get. They get, I forget how many years. I think you have to be in the House of Representatives 5 years. So basically two and a half terms. And then the Senate, I think, is just 1 term. And then you get a lifetime pension. I think it's a full pension. And so they're making their full salary. So we're paying all these people for the rest of their lives when they've done a crap job as politicians. But we don't need to talk about that. But, you know, Christmas is very good season. It's very nice. And I try to enjoy it. Yep, they just keep taking. Just keep taking. And I was thinking during the tour, you know, they have showers, and then they have an incinerator where they can burn people, you know, when you're dead, they can burn you up. And I'm thinking, great, they got showers, and they have crematorium. So I'm thinking it's like a mini Auschwitz here, it could be, for crying out loud. So, yeah, they're also saying in this tour that even though it was never utilized, every day or every week they'd have to bring new produce in, new food. They'd have fresh vegetables, meats. All this food would be brought in here, and they'd keep it until it was about to go bad. And then they'd rotate it into the hotel here and let the workers at the hotel eat it. She said they were charged a nominal fee, but the amount of money they must have spent on this place. So if this place was in existence, that underground bunker, you know, there's another one somewhere, and they're doing the same thing today. It's just we don't know where it is. It's probably closer to Washington or in Washington. And they decommissioned this one is because it was too far from Washington. It's like 5 hours to get here. So they figured they'd all be dead before they got here. But something else is going on here. I wouldn't be surprised if the NSA or the CIA used it for something, because all that money they poured into the place, they're not just gonna shut it down. I mean, I would be very surprised if they just shut it down. They need a crematorium for all the garbage. Be 1,000 people underground. They have air, water. Everything has to be handled in such a way so that people couldn't identify where it was, because they wanted it to remain top secret so that the Russians wouldn't come in, or whoever, and nuke it. Because this place is set up to be an underground bunker, but it cannot survive a direct blast. So if it was hit by a bomb, it would be destroyed. And the president wouldn't come here. This was just for Congress. The only time there'd be a president here is if the president and vice president died, then the Speaker of the House would become president. Order the line of succession if they should die. So, but yeah, Greenbrier, I think is, there's so many beautiful places to go and enjoy with family, friends, significant other, even by yourself. I mean, this is very nice. And how much do you get here? But the rooms, there's a hotel with rooms, and then they have cottages and houses. And so I think the prices can range. And there's golf courses. There's supposedly very good restaurants here. But I was reading the dress code. They probably wouldn't let me in the restaurant because I don't have a collared shirt and I have blue jeans on. Although they said dark blue jeans were okay. And I also have a hat, so I'd have to just stick the hat in my bag. Going to like the Capitol Grill, you're not leaving dinner here for less than $100 a person probably. On the real nice restaurant, I was reading the menu. So we'll see. I'll probably go back and have something inexpensive on the way out. And right across the street, there's an Amtrak station as well, because it was set up that people could fly here. The House of Representatives could fly here, take the train, or drive. So there's a train station right across the street called Sulfur Springs, I think, White Sulfur Springs. So, but that's it. So again, I'll just say to everybody, remember to do the silver. And I don't know if I put the other giveaway up or not. I can't access my channel, but I know that there's a free silver and a silver raffle. Thanks to do that. In the description, it will tell you when that ends. But I know it's going on now. And then the drawing for the guests is the last day of the year. And I put the instructions in there in the description. So that's it. So, but that's it. Unless anybody has any questions. I mean, I'm stuck at there. They just put more wood in the fire. Awesome. Awesome. Real fireplace, not the fake. George. Hey. Just cleaning up. Let me see if anybody asked any questions. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, thanks. Sorry for the technical difficulties. And I'm gonna, on the way out, what I'm gonna do is if I lose the connection, I'm just gonna turn it down. But I'm gonna try to make it out to the tree one last time. Okay. So here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna. Excuse me. Oh, I guess Santa arrived. Oh, they got heat lamps up here. Wow. You can feel the warmth. It'll be miserable out here, I think. There's actually couldn't do more, but this connection is, I'll just turn the camera on here in case I'm are they singing again.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Good for you, Santa.
Santa's coming.